You see? Most High only care about the nation of Israel.
That's right.
Give me Sirach 17 and 17. The Most High only care about the nation of Israel, man. That's it. But he did answer Abraham's prayer. Right? You want to finish that off?
This second Ezra 7 and 36. Then said I, Abraham, prayed first for the Sodomites, and Moses for the fathers that sinned in the wilderness.
Yeah, Moses for the fathers that sinned in the wilderness. Give me Exodus 32 and 11. Let's see what Moses did.
I got those books out live.
Exodus 32 and 11. And it says, and Moses besought the Lord Yahweh his power, and said, Yahweh, why does thy wrath wax hot against thy people, which thou hast brought forth out of the land of Egypt with great power and with a mighty hand? Wherefore should the Egyptians speak and say, for mischief did he bring out to slay them in the mountains, and to consume them from the face of the earth? Question.
So read that in Sirach again. Start up to verse second Ezra 34. I mean second Ezra 7 and 34. We're gonna read it back over again.
This second Ezra 7 and 34. But the judgment only shall remain, truth shall stand, and faith shall wax strong.
Yeah, the judgment shall remain. Whoever sinning, whoever going against the Most High, that's gonna remain there, it's gonna get destroyed. But right. The ones who supposed to believe on the Most High, that's gonna wax strong. The faith gonna wax strong. Give me Hebrews 11 and 6.
Hebrews 11 and 6. And it says, but without faith it is impossible to please him, for he that cometh to the Most High must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him.
All right, go back to
this second Ezra 7 and 35. And the work shall follow, and the reward shall be showed, and the good deeds shall be of force, and wicked deeds shall bear no root.
Give me Matthew 16 and 27.
This is Matthew 16. Chapter 16, verse 27. For the Son of Man shall come in the glory of his Father with his angels, and then he shall reward every man according to his works.
What?
He shall reward every man according to his works.
He shall reward every man according to his works. So if you ain't got faith, and you a sinner, and you going against the Heavenly Father and Son, judgment, death and destruction. You part of the elect, and you got faith, deliverance. Go ahead. That's just a moment.
Verily, verse 28, verily I say unto you, there be some standing here which shall not taste of death.
Go ahead.
There be some standing here which shall not taste of death till they see the Son of Man coming in his kingdom.
Why? Because everybody got to stand in judgment in front of Yahweh Shema Shai. Some going to receive salvation, some going to receive death. And I'm going to hit you with something. Where you at? That's Matthew.
It's 16 and 27.
All right. That's it. Okay, the water. Where we at? We was at Sirach. I don't know why I keep thinking about Sirach. Did I call Sirach? That's why I keep thinking about Sirach. All right, go ahead.
This Sirach 7:36. Then said I, Abraham, prayed.
No, you in Ezra. You in Ezra.
Yeah, you said Sirach. Second Ezra chapter 7, verse 36. Then said I, Abraham, prayed first for the Sodomites, and Moses for the fathers that sinned in the wilderness.
So, now, understand this. He prayed for the Sodomites. He was asking a question about the Sodomites. What happened to them? They got their head destroyed. Right. Judgment. Right? So, linking up them precepts and rereading it all over, the ones that's sinning against the Heavenly Father and His Son, guess what's going to happen? They're going to receive judgment. The ones that got faith in the Heavenly Father and His Son, they're going to receive salvation. Okay? That's why Abraham was asking about them Sodomites. What happened? He got Lot up out there and destroyed them Sodomites, which was Hamites, okay, which were them Canaanites, okay. Then Moses was praying about Israel, what we was reading in Exodus. Matter of fact, read it again.
Exodus.
So it's all dealing with sin, and it's all dealing with faith, okay. The ones that sin, boom, they're gonna receive judgment. The ones that's faithful, right? Out of Negro, Latinos, and Native American, they're gonna receive salvation. Go ahead.
Exodus 32 and 11. And Moses besought the Lord his power and said, Yahweh, why doth thy wrath wax hot against thy people, which thou hast brought forth out of the land of Egypt?
I get the Most High got one emotion. He said he was waxing hot. So he was angry. He was angry at Israel.
Very.
Go ahead.
With great power and with a mighty hand. Wherefore should the Egyptians speak and say, for mischief did he bring them out to slay them in the mountains and to consume them from the face of the earth? Turn from thy fierce wrath and repent of this evil against thy people. Remember Abraham, Isaac, and Israel, thy servants.
So Moses was praying to the Most High and said, look, remember the covenant. Remember the covenant that you made with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Remember the covenant. Go ahead.
It says, to whom thou swearest by oneself, and says unto them, I will multiply your seed as the stars of heaven, and all this land that I have spoken of will be given unto your seed, and they shall inherit it forever.
So, is the Most High going to do that? Yes. If you don't believe, that's your problem. Romans 3 and 3. Give me the Sirach 17 and 17, and then we done with now we're gonna go back to Genesis. Yeah, like
Sirach 17.
That's you know what I'm saying? What the scripture you call
17 and 17. For in the division of the nations of the whole earth, he set a ruler over every people. But Israel is the Lord's portion.
Israel is the Lord's portion. Okay? Go ahead.
Whom being the firstborn he nourished with discipline, and giving him the light of his love, does not forsake him.
See that? All about Israel. All about Israel, man. Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. Nobody else. And it wasn't about Lot. Because what happened to Lot when you read in the history in Numbers 23, when they tried to send curses up on Lot, Balaam
and Balak.
Yeah, Balaam and Balak tried to send Balaam. I think that was Ammonite or Moabite. One of them. Balak, he was an Ishmaelite.
Yeah, it was a Ammonite.
Balaam.
Yeah, it was an Ammonite.
Yeah. So that was descendants of Lot. But the Most High knew. That's why he tells you, that's why when you read Deuteronomy 23rd chapter, they can't come in the congregation of the nation of Israel. They out of there. Okay? And then don't try to tell me, yeah, you didn't read the scripture where it says you should not abhor Edomite. In that chapter, why you keep over there? Why you always hating on the white man? Why y'all blame everything on the white man? It's good to say y'all should not abhor Edomite. Well, your problem is you don't do no research. And that word there is Aram, which that goes back to Assyria.
Balak, the king of Moab.
Yeah, Chinese right there. Boom, the water.
The king of Moab.
Chinese right there.
Yeah, Balaam was
he was an Ishmaelite. Yeah, he was an Ishmaelite. But the king of Moab. So that's a Moabite coming against Israel. Did not the Most High deliver a lot out of Sodom and Gomorrah? But here it is, his descendants is coming against Israel. So do the Most High give a shit about Lot? No, because guess what? He had Lot commit abominable act by sleeping with his daughter. But he answered the prayers of who? Abraham. So he got him up out of there, but he didn't say, but the Most High said, okay, I get him up out of there, but guess what? You didn't say what I can do to him when I get him up out of there. You see? But read that. I ain't committed up.
Right. This is Genesis chapter 19. Let's start at 29. And it came to pass when Yahweh destroyed the cities of the plain that the power remembered Abraham.
See? That the power remember Abraham. Why? Because Abraham prayed for Lot. Okay? Go ahead.
And sent Lot out of the midst of the overthrow when he overthrew the cities in thee which Lot dwelt. Verse 30, and Lot went up out of Zoar and dwelt in the mountain, and his 2 daughters with him, for he feared to dwell in Zoar, and he dwelt in a cave, he and his 2 daughters. Verse 31, and the firstborn said unto the younger, our father is old, there is not a man in the earth to come in unto us.
Where they learned that at? They learned that in the Sodom and Gomorrah, them abominable acts. Okay? That's one of the reasons why the Most High destroyed it. So they thought the whole earth was gone. After all that destruction, them two women were looking like, how we gonna continue? How is our lineage gonna continue on? How? And it's a hell of a coincidence that was able to Lot put the seed in them, and that was able to bring forth 2 sons that could carry on that lineage. Ain't that something? Go ahead.
And the firstborn said unto the younger, our father is old, and there is not a man in the earth to come in unto us.
What you think they talking about? Sex? Go ahead.
To come in unto us, after the manner of all the earth. Come, let us make our father drink wine, and we will lie with him, that we may preserve seed of our father.
So that's what it was. That's really what it was. To preserve Lot's seed. Even though the Most High got him up out of there, he didn't. Abraham, the Most High was like, look, you didn't say what I could do when I get him up out of there. So he preserved Lot's seed. And how did he preserve it? By causing his 2 daughters to sleep with him. But is Lot descendants gonna get a blessing in the kingdom? Shit, no.
That's right.
They ain't gonna be ruling with us. Go ahead.
Come, let us make our father drink wine, and we will lie with him, that we may preserve seed of our father. And they made their father drink wine that night, and the firstborn went in and lay with her father. And he perceived not when she lay down, nor when she arose. Verse 34, and it came to pass on the morrow that the firstborn said unto the younger, behold, I lay yesternight with my father. Let us make him drink wine this night also, and go down in and lie with him.
Right.
That we may preserve seed of our father. Right. Verse 35, and they made their father drink wine that night also, and the younger arose and lay with him. And he perceived not when she lay down, nor when she arose. Thus were both the daughters of Lot with child by their father. And the firstborn bare a son, and called his name Moab. The same is the father of the Moabites until this day.
That's the Chinese. Go ahead.
Verse 38, and the younger.
And that name Chinese was put on them by the Greeks, because they was good in pottery. Okay, that's why they was called Chinese, because they go back to pottery. When the Greeks seen them, they was good in pottery. That's where the word Chinese go back. It's named after pottery. Go ahead.
Verse 38, and the younger, she also bare a son, and called his name Benami. The same is the father of the children of Ammon unto this day.
All right, that's the Japanese. All right? And there you go. Give me 2nd Ezra 3 and 11. On down.
This is second
last
Ezra.
one out. This is the last one.
This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 3, verse 11. Nevertheless, one of them thou leftest, namely Noah with his household, of whom came all righteous men. And it happened that when they that dwelt upon the earth began to multiply, and had gotten them many children, and were a great people, they began again to be more ungodly than the first.
All right, that's dealing with Noah, right? They're dealing with Noah, right? All right, go ahead.
Verse 13. Now, when they lived so wickedly before thee, thou didst choose thee a man from among them whose name was Abraham.
Okay. So now, when Noah's sons populated the earth, you got Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Doing the Genesis 9 and 18, up in there, 9, 18, 19. Genesis, right? Shem, Ham, and Japheth, Noah's sons, repopulated the earth. They became wicked again. Okay? The nations, when they multiplied, they became wicked again. So the Most High chose Abraham. Boom. Upright man. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 14. Him thou lovest, and unto him only thou showest thy will.
Unto him only thou showest thy will. Go ahead.
Verse 15. And madest an everlasting covenant with him.
With the covenant with Lot.
And made an everlasting covenant with him.
Go ahead.
Promising him that thou wouldest never forsake his seed. And unto him thou gavest Isaac, and unto Isaac also thou gavest Jacob and Esau.
With Lot in there. Ammon and Moab in there. Go ahead.
As for Jacob, thou didst choose him to thee, and put by Esau.
Oh, it said put by Esau. So he just did so-called white man, Esau, so-called white man, that's his biblical nationality, Esau, or Edomites. He said put by Esau. So he just pushed him aside like this.
That's right.
Yeah, he ain't worry about you. He ain't nobody. Go ahead.
As for Jacob, thou didst choose him to thee, and put by Esau. And so Jacob became a great multitude. Verse 17, and it came to pass that when thou leddest his seed out of Egypt, thou broughtest them up to the Mount Sinai. Verse 18, and blowing the heavens, thou didst set fast the earth, movest the whole world, and madest the depth to tremble, and troublest the man of that age. Verse 19, and thy glory went through 4 gates of fire, and of earthquake, and of wind, and of cold.
All right. So when that chariot was on that mountain, all that fire, that shaking and thundering and lightning and the ground, earthquake and trembling, Israel was like, shh, I don't want to go talk to the Most High. Moses, you going to talk to him.
That's right.
I don't want to talk to the Most High. No, you going to talk to him, Moses. Because, hey, man, all this shaking. Like I always say to the spirit, hey, man, if it's thundering and lightning, man, it catch you off guard, man. Hey, man, you like, damn, you know what that? But to actually see it and know what's causing it, know the Most High causing it, actually see it in a chair, you like, shit, hey, man, nah, you can go holler at it. Hell no. I don't even want to. Hey, bro, you survived the first time you talked to him. Go holler at him again. Because I'm straight. I listen to you. That's that mediator. You know what I'm saying? Moses was a mediator between Israel and the Most High. Go ahead.
Verse 19, and thy glory went through 4 gates of fire, and of earthquake, and of wind, and of cold, that thou mightest give the law unto the seed of Jacob, and diligence unto the generation of Israel. Verse 20, and yet tookest thou not away from them a wicked heart, that
even though he gave them that law, even though the ordinance was given to him and he chose them, he didn't take away that wicked mind. Okay, give me Hebrews 8 and 8.